first of all was probably getting used to the different way of living over here. It's not very much like home where everything's kind of whanau based or you live in small communities. I guess first of all was probably getting used to the different way of living over here. You know, it's not very much like home where everything's kind of whanau based or you live in small communities. Over here it's a lot bigger, so it's a big, you know, opens your eyes a lot to the different way they do things over here. So I guess one of the second challenge I came across was probably when I got enrolled to a fully English school, where, you know, I guess because my mum never really told them that English wasn't my first language, that I suppose the expectation was for me to catch up to what they were already on. So yeah, just having issues with the comprehension part of things with kuro over here, but yeah, otherwise the school was very helpful in helping me deal with that, and so was my whanau over here as well. So I had whanaungas to help me out with studying and whatnot. Other than that, I think it's been pretty enjoyable living over here. I mean, training for me at judo is always hard, but you know, that's the enjoyment out of it at the end of a stressful day.
I'm trying to get used to renting, and that you're only in there for basically 2 years, and then it's not really up to you whether you stay there or not. You know, you either get kicked out or you move on, or you can stay if they let you. But yeah, renting's a big one. Getting used to that. How far everything is, because I'm from Rotorua. Because I'm from Rotorua, it's everything's within like walking distance. Like, you know, you could half an hour you're in town. Basically, one end of town to the other is like a 15-minute walk. Here, you walk half an hour, you're barely 3 blocks from your house. So yeah, going for a drive, 20 minutes is the usual here. Where 20 minutes in Rotorua, you're halfway to Taupo. So you know, that's a challenge as well. Like when people go, oh, let's go out, and they go, oh yeah, let's go down to Frio. Oh, that's a 40-minute journey, which is like from Rotorua to Taupo. So you know, that's a bit of a hike for me. But yeah, no, that's definitely another one. Food doesn't, especially milk. Milk's a big one for me. It just does not taste the same as home. The cows aren't happy. That's what I put it down to. So gotta give them some better grass or something, I think.
A big challenge was the feeling of being alone sometimes, but in knowing that most of the people that are here are like a big family, and they're never too far. If you need to go and see somebody, there's always someone you can talk to, and people come to you sometimes, you know, and so you are more than ready to give that favour back or to know how they're feeling. We've sort of over the homesick times now, although every time we go home we still have that pull, you know, but yeah, that really was a big one, being over here, thinking you're on your own, but you're not.
I could have been better prepared, even though I thought I was prepared with the Class 5 licence coming from back home, truck and trailer licence. I wasn't prepared enough, sort of thing. So, and then over here also, things take a long time to happen.
Oh yeah.
Everything it takes so long to happen. Like I got accepted
like
for a job.
Interviews. You like in New Zealand, you go for a job interview. You probably hear back like that afternoon or the next day. Oh no, you wait like a week to hear back, and then there'll be another week before they'll show you your contract, and then you can start another 2 weeks after that. And in the meantime, like there's a month where you haven't earned anything.
Yeah, and it's basically a month, really, isn't it? It is around about a month. You've got to give yourself enough earnings for a month, maybe 2, before you definitely start seeing something like that.
For me, definitely the toughest thing has been going back to university again. I don't know how many other Kiwis or Maori out there in Australia have sort of taken this path that I have as well. But when I first came here and studied, it was pretty good because I kind of had everything in order essentially before I came over. I just had 1 year of study in mind. But going back to do medicine, postgrad, it's 5 years, and medicine's not a cheap degree to do, and it's a lot more labour intensive time wise than my other degrees I've done. So in that sense, that's been really challenging, just surviving financially. Because as a Kiwi, you don't have access to government support. You don't have the equivalent of like a Kiwi student loan here. So the Aussies, they call it HECS. You can't access any of that sort of stuff. So essentially what I have to do is, I'm not an international student per se, so I don't get charged what some of the like the true internationals do. I get called a Commonwealth supported place, but I have to pay everything up front. So fees are X amount each year, and bill comes at the start of the year, and I've got to pay all of that up front, and then of course I don't get student loans to pay to exist. So that's challenging. Like I absolutely love what I'm doing, absolutely love it, but it's definitely something that if you were thinking of studying here as a Kiwi in Australia, you've got to make sure that you really, really want to do it. Or if, you know, I've had a lot of support. Like there's no way I could have done it on my own, from my family, my friends, my fiance, all these sorts of things. They will help me out. But if you don't, you know, have everything sorted or really, really want to do it, you have to really think long and hard about committing to something like as big as that.